This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, we talk about fitness and its effect, positive and negative, on other parts of your life. And we've got a couple of awful lists to go through. Three, two, one. How deep is too deep?
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Tammy.
And me, Tom Hall.
I just had to think for a second and I was like, what the hell? And then I was remembered, because I was singing Arctic Monkeys and you were like, oh, yeah, it's just next line.
Sure you were.
Yeah. Well, let's not talk about things getting deep, Tom. Hey? Let's not go there,
Let's not go there.
No. Anyway, mate, how's your week been?
Oh, superb.
Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. I am glad to hear it.
It's been alright. What did I do? I went out drinking. Shock. I went to... Went to Taste of London. And did I talk about that I was going to go? Probably not last week.
No.
So I went with some friends, and so something that is coming that you need to try, I feel like. I thought it was great, but also I love eggs. So it's something called Egg Slut. That's right, Egg Slut.
Wonder why you like that.
But it was great. I loved it. But also, there's something where we were a bit tipsy, so this is probably the reason why we got tricked. And it was, so I love a corn dog, right? Love corn dog. But it was literally, so it was a vegan replacement, literally corn with like some shitty batter around it.
A bit of sweet corn.
Yeah.
Bro.
It was awful. So bad. But yeah, the Egg Slut was great. They do, what's it? Sous vide an egg for an hour.
Souffle.
Souffle? They don't souffle it. Do they souffle?
It's called a souffle, isn't it? Eggs?
I don't know. Whatever the bloke said it for like ages. When I was, it was like a Fairfax and an Egg Slut we had, and those are the names of the thing. Look it up. They're coming over from California. Then open in like Notting Hill and somewhere else. Yeah, the woman was serving, and she just looked up at me. I drinking, had like wine in hand, because I'm classy. White wine. And because it was sunny, Dan. It's nice and cold. White wine, it's good. And
well, I'm Diet Coke.
She just looked at me and was like, "Do you want to hear a story?" I was like, "Obviously." And then went and got this man who proceeded on telling me for like 3-4 minutes the whole story of Egg Slut, and it was great. It was good. I mean, I was gripped, so it was good.
Let's not retell that story.
Yeah, and then what did I do? I had to struggle back to Essex with a little bit of a hangover, and it was my dad's 71st birthday.
Wow.
He's an old man, officially an old man. Yeah, pretty good though. Lovely chap, my dad. So it's alright.
He's got to be to put with you, mate. Fuck me.
Jesus.
Probably on a par with me, I'd say.
So yeah, then I over-ordered at the Italian restaurant. Shock. Basically had a pizza for starters, and then had pasta, and then I was struggling. I didn't have dessert, Dan.
Carbs.
And I am a tiramisu demon. So yeah, mate, it was alright. You've just spent the whole day at Lodo, right?
I have today been at Lodo. Yeah, Mike ate a Carolina Reaper chili, which is the hottest chili in the world.
Oh, really?
And yeah, basically we were in for the whole day. So basically they were giving us food challenges, and the first one was they made some southern fried chicken made with Lodo, which was really, really nice.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and they had 12 pieces of it because Lodo you can put into breadcrumbs, and that's like obviously low calorie breadcrumbs.
Okay.
That's what they do there, and then you bake it in the oven. Anyway, they had 12 bits of this chicken, and one of them was laced with this Carolina Reaper chili. And it was like we had to go through and pick one out each, and it was all like a bit of a Russian roulette.
Slow roulette, yeah.
And in the end, one of the guys got it, and he was like, it wasn't even that hot. And then we're like, oh, that's a bit disappointing. So then he made a pizza, and he put some of the chili, and he cut it up, put some chili on one slice of the pizza, or like a sixth of the pizza. And Mike got it and was like, it's hot, but it's not like that hot. And then we were like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is really boring. So then he was like, okay, eat one then. And he was like, I'm not going to eat one, am I? That's ridiculous. So he cut some off, and then I put it on my Instagram story. I don't know if you've seen it, but you should watch it because it's absolutely hilarious. And he just puts it in, and he's like, yeah, it's cool, yeah. And he starts chewing on it. And it probably takes about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, oh my God. Oh my God. And then he drinks 2 litres of milk, pretty much. And he just couldn't handle it, and it was just the funniest thing to watch. It was hilarious. So yeah, that was good. That was our day at Lodo. But we also did some other videos with them and stuff as well, which will be coming out soon. But we played cricket. We went to the indoor nets and put Mike down at the bowling machine.
Oh, decent. Can Mike play cricket?
No, not at all.
Oh, good.
But then he was actually all right. That's right. It was really annoying. Then I faced it up to like 99 miles an hour, like 95 miles an hour. The quickest you can go. Yeah, that wasn't nice.
It's scary, isn't it?
It's scary, yeah.
It's scary. Yeah.
But I've never done it before. But then I slowly built up to it, and I was like, I've never in the nets at cricket gone above 70, like because it's quick. 70 is still quick.
Yeah, 70 is quick.
And I don't ever face that in nets. But the way he was doing it was just slowly putting up like 2 mile out each ball. So actually, after a while, you kind of like, and because the bowling machine,
right?
Yeah, but you can also predict where it's going because it's a bowling machine. It's a bit easier to kind of just swing your bat at it roughly, and that's obviously what the players do. They have to somewhat guess where it's going or where they think it's going to go.
They pick, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, and they could judge. They can judge someone's technique and action, and all this sort of stuff. I won't bore everyone with it because cricket's not a really fun sport. But I was quite proud of myself. I actually could still see it at some point. I was like, could actually see it, and I was like, oh, this is not actually too bad. So yeah, we did quite a few things. But yeah, no, it was good. And then the day before that, we did a YouTube video where I picked everything that Mike ate for the day. Ooh. So that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so, and then I'm back now. So that was just 2 days up there, just doing some filming. I'm back now. Just got work to do all week. So yeah, fun week.
Woo! So have I. So
we need to arrange a trip to come and see you, Tom, as well. I do need to come in and see you at some point to London, really.
In London.
Yeah, I do need to come in.
More than likely, yeah.
Just to see you, just to make sure you're still in one piece, you know. Not too fat or something.
No, I'm at a steady. What am I right now? 84 kilos, 84 and a half. Don't know. I haven't checked after the weekend, but yeah, I've been slowly coming down, mate. Purposefully.
Well, that's good to hear, mate.
Leaning out slightly. Yeah, it's nice. I just only because of the training I've been doing, jumping around. I feel a lot better. And I feel more comfortable. I think we've been through this before. You feel comfortable around like mid-70s, right?
Yeah, like
where you kind of feel like homeostasis.
Yeah,
I feel more comfortable about between 80 to 84. So I'm going to keep coming down a little bit to about 80ish, I think. And then I have some sort of ab.
Yeah, I was doing really well, and then now I've started getting a bit looser, and it's kind of crept up a little bit. And I have trained harder, and I do look bigger, and I do feel like I'm bigger, and I'm stronger, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing the positive changes, but I don't think it's a kilo's worth of muscle, so I do need to kind of. I'm at 76.5 now, so I do need to.
If I get down to there, then there's gonna be like, I don't know, I'd actually be lean.
You would actually be lean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I reckon I'm probably gonna just watch what I'm eating over the next few weeks. Because I've been going a bit mental, to be fair. It's Mike. It's a problem. It's Mike.
Yeah. Apologies, guys. I was expecting to have a review on the white chocolate Cocoa Pops, but I went to Tesco and they were sold out. And also, all the reviews that I've seen they're absolute dirt. So I will try them. But
it's when someone said they're just like milky Cocoa Pops. I was like, you mean Rice Krispies with milk? Like, I don't get it. Like,
that's basically it.
But then I had someone actually messaged me and said that because they went into it anticipating them to be bad, they were like pleasantly surprised. And I was like, well, I suppose that's a positive, but they were always going to be overhyped. White chocolate,
like very thin paper silver lining, isn't it? Like I'm thinking they're going to be shit,
but they were
probably okay.
Yeah,
it's not what I'm looking for from my cereal. Dan, you do need to come in because obviously you still got your box of cereal.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Sitting in my cupboard right now.
Maybe I should go. Maybe we should have a burger, and then I should start dieting.
Yes, there we go.
I feel like that's what we should do.
Burger and Beyond was great on Saturday. It's lovely. If anybody, it might be up there. There's a whole experience. Maybe because I was drinking at the same time.
Common theme here, Tom.
Was I like Burger and Beyond. It's nice. The tater tots are unreal. There was also gravy fries, which were decent as well. I hadn't had them before. And there was truffle tots. It's a good triplet. It was nice. Okay. We can do that, Dan. No worries. What are we talking about today, mate? You don't
I think we've been tagged in quite a few things.
We've been tagged in a load of things.
Tiering systems again.
Tiering systems. I feel like we should talk about some serious stuff first.
Do we ever do that?
Is that a thing?
Is it a thing? I don't know.
Maybe. But anyway, we will. We'll spend 5 minutes on this because apparently it's a topic. and then we'll just start talking about other things. Actually, I just written something down, Dan. It was just amusing of mine that I did get asked. I can't remember who by. Maybe it was something on Friday. Just as so we were teaching some FMS correctives-ish things, but then somebody asked, because obviously I do a bit of online training and they wanted to get into it, but you're probably a better online trainer than I am, Dan.
It's not hard though, is it?
No,
Mate?
it's not hard, mate.
Thanks for that, but I take it as a backhanded compliment, to be honest.
I don't do enough of it. Obviously, I only count my clients, so not enough time. So, top 3 things you would say to all your online clients. What are the three things you say the most? I guess. Make
sure you get your check-in on time. Number 1, usually. What else do I say? Would you mean it like in terms of nutrition advice or training advice, or just what I say to them?
Well, we could do that. Go nutrition, training, and then life.
Nutrition is usually actually not to stress about getting your macros perfectly. I think I say that more often. Like people go, "Oh, I didn't hit my protein bang on." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Like you were within 20 grams. Like it's fine." Like there's that obsession sometimes to be perfect. So I think I say that quite a lot in terms of nutrition. Training would be more. What would I tend to say? I tend to say a lot. Video that for me. Yeah, video that for me.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, video that for me, please. I hip thrusted 180 kilos. Video that for me, please. Yeah, so I do get people's video stuff a lot, but in terms of general advice, the common thing I always say to people tends to be lower the weight, increase range of motion. Tends to be what I say quite often. Don't chase the weight. And then life. I
was just saying, there was a dude training next to me who today I'm doing some alternating dumbbell press from a low position. So instead of up, they're all starting at my chest. So it's like constant tension on each side. So I'm struggling with like 30s for 8 on each side. And then this lad, he's in like a shallow incline, but managed to get the 40s up there, handed to him. Tries to fly them, didn't he?
Ridiculous. What is he
doing? What are you doing? It was just like, it's a wiggle. And he was like, yeah, good set. What? I mean,
ridiculous.
What?
Ridiculous. I mean, I would actually tell him, you're fired. You're not my client anymore. Like, you're gone.
You're
out of it. No, that's what I said. I'd say to him. If he sent me that video, I'd be like, you're done.
I'm not your client. I can't, I don't care. You're still fired.
I can't. Life, I would probably say, get your steps in. Get more steps in. Yeah. Like people just need to walk more in general, myself included. Like I'm not like immune to this. I do need to walk more, but I'm not my coach, so.
I'm not my coach. Obviously, if I was going to say like nutrition ones, I'm on the always say plus or minus 10%. I have a lot because I'm just like it's like how do you work out your maintenance and how do you work? I was like, well. It's not going to be exact, is it? Like
people forget that maintenance. That's the other thing. Actually, I had this conversation with a client the other day. There's this assumption that maintenance calories is like an exact number.
Yeah,
but like,
isn't it?
2,000 your maintenance, and 1,999 is deficit.
How much do you burn a day? I was like, maybe 3,500 to 4,000 calories.
Like your maintenance is a range, and it's probably like a bigger range than you think. I've got no exact number. There's no like science or research that I've read or would know anything about. This is just from anecdote, from looking at people's maintenance calories and where you can push them to, and like obviously the whole concept of reverse dieting, which is kind of a concept and kind of not.
Well, it's concept that I had this discussion with Josh and Martin McDonald when they were in, and we were talking about this and how your calories creep up as your training gets better. But are you ever still at your maintenance if you're trying to gain, but then your weight kind of stays similar and you start to go up, but you're like, oh, my training feels better, but I'm putting my calories up. My training gets even better because I put my calories up. And you're like, actually, your calorie intake or your calorie expenditure is creeping up, but so is your calories. So you're always at a maintenance level, which is kind of a similar thing to the reverse dieting.
Yeah, exactly. It's the whole thing of like maintenance calories have probably got like a range of like 300 to 400 calories. So like one day you could have 2,000, the next day you could have 2,400. And this is if you're in a state of maintenance, i.e. you're not dieting for long periods of time or gaining for long periods of time. You could probably have fluctuations of about 400 calories over the course of a week and maintain your weight, because your steps would then fluctuate because you've had a slight increase in calories, your training performance will fluctuate, all that sort of stuff. Obviously it's a bit different if you are in a prolonged dieting phase and stuff like that, but it's It's just, yeah, it was just interesting the other day. I was like, yeah, we're going to get you back up to maintenance. Like, a lot of people are coming out the photo shoot, right? It's like, okay, add 400 calories onto where you've been each day. Oh, so I'm at maintenance now. No, you're just in less of a deficit. We're just going to slowly bring you back out of it. Like, you know, I can't just fucking throw 1,000 calories on. And then, like, their weight starts creeping up, and they go, oh, I'm in a surplus now. Like, no, you're not in a surplus now. You're not in a surplus. Your body is just reacting to the food you're being given. You're going to retain a bit of water. Your training intensity's increased. Your inflammation's gone up. Like, all this sort of stuff. And it's like trying to explain to them, like, all these little processes that happen. So just trusting it. But they assume that they've gained fat. And the amount of times I've had this conversation of going, look, to gain half a kilo of body fat over the course of a week, you're going to have to have overconsumed 3,500 calories, roughly. Which is not an exact science. But
Challenge
roughly.
accepted, Dan.
Yeah, and it's like, and I look at them and go, you were eating 1,300 calories and you were losing weight, and you're now eating 1,800 calories and you're gaining weight a little bit, and you think you're gaining like body fat on that? It's like, no, you're not. Don't be stupid. It's just like going through that whole, but then it's just the whole psychology of it all, isn't it? That you just stress because you see the weight go up, but it's people just have this really bad relationship with scale weight, and they still assume that if it goes up, that it's all fat. And it's like, if it goes down, like if they lost a kilo overnight, they don't go, I've lost a kilo of fat. They're smart enough to go, oh, it's just dropped. It's like, oh, look at that. You know, they don't sit there and go, I've lost a kilo of body fat. But yet when it goes the other way, they're like, I've gained a kilo of body fat. No, you haven't. You know you haven't. Stop being ridiculous. But it's human beings, isn't it? Human beings, mate. Don't work with them. That's what I say.
Well, tangent off the relationship advice thing. And then what we were going to talk about is when your friends don't lift. Or it could be when your friends lift too much. You could go either way here. So we could discuss this of how, I don't know, we interact with friends who don't lift at all and don't really understand what we're doing, or how bodybuilding impacts, but not bodybuilding, just generally a hell of a lot of fitness impacts people's, I don't know, social lives, all of their lives. Because I'm 100% we've got clients that probably skew on that side, who maybe considering from our advice of maybe reined it back in, but possibly they probably trained a little bit too much for maybe what was deemed healthy in our eyes. Not healthy, but I don't know.
I think this is why I enjoy going to cricket so much, because I actually really like spending time with my friends that are not in fitness, like genuinely.
Thanks, mate.
Like, yeah, I know. No, but okay, all right then. All right, let's just, okay, flip it on its head. Like, because me and Mike don't really do it either. How many times when we are together do we sit and talk about training or nutrition, other than on this podcast?
not very often. No.
We don't do it. We talk about football, we talk about cars, talk about food. We talk about food, but only eating it, not like to do nutrition.
We talk about food or business more than anything else, but we don't talk about. Oh yeah, you know. These
so you're doing 3x3, are you? Oh yeah, 3x3 training program. I did that. Yeah. We don't ever do that. We don't do that. And like, we don't go. Oh, let's go to this class together.
Don't kill people's dreams.
Yeah, coming up with a new ebook for the training book. Like, couldn't think of anything worse to be doing all the time. Yeah, I don't know. It's a funny one because I think that the friends that I have got in fitness, when we're together, we don't talk about it. It's like when I'm with Mike, we talk about business and stuff and like things we can do, but we don't sit there and be like, "Oh mate, are we gonna go and train back later? Yeah, 3 sets of 10 on that and 3 12s on that. Yeah, like we just go in and go, lift something heavy and get out, and that's fine." So yeah, I don't know. I think that's also because we're a bit more chilled about it. We kind of know what we're doing. Whereas I think if you're in that midway point where you're gaining knowledge on something you're interested in, you do want to talk about it more.
Yeah, you kind of submerge yourself in it.
Yeah. But that's where I think a lot of my clients probably are in that phase where at the photo shoot it was great to see a lot of them because they were like, oh, my friends just don't get it. But when I came here and met 19 other people who were really into it, they felt like it was great to have people have the shared goal. And I think it's really important to have people who have a shared goal, but it's also important to have people who haven't got the shared goal because you get that nice balance. It can be all-consuming, and it shouldn't be all-consuming. It should be part of your life, but not all of it. Fitness, that is.
Yeah. Well, I think, it's interesting because I have friends. I'd say
No, you don't.
Brilliant, great.
You play golf with people.
Running joke in one of my social circles is obviously I don't have any friends and I just follow people around at golf and just try to play with them.
Hey guys,
hey, play with me, and they're like, no.
Hey, look, we've got the same tea time. No, yours is later on, mate.
It was like,
later on.
Oh, okay, thanks. And also it was quite strange. I do actually play golf with people, but two of the friends I play golf with, guess what their name is? Tom. Brilliant. Tom and Tom. So who are you playing with? Tom. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Great. Brilliant.
You've definitely just made them up.
What's my name? Wait a minute.
You don't have any friends. You can think of any of the names. You went, Tom and Tom. Tom and Tom.
Tom and Tom. All 3 Toms are playing together. Are they, mate? All right, good.
My invisible friend Tom.
No, but all of my university group, I guess you had the same thing, Dan. I've met a couple of your university pals, but none of them are into fitness. They'll ask for general advice or gym advice, but...
Interestingly, I've got a stag do in a couple of weekends' time with people who are not interested in fitness at all. That's going to be fun.
Very interesting. I think it's great. And
they're going, oh, you don't drink, do you? I'm like, you watch. Do I?
Watch them on.
Yeah. You don't fucking drink.
But it's strange because I become the butt end of a lot of jokes, basically based off fitness stuff. You're like, oh yeah, you do PE, great. Oh, awesome. Obviously, there's jokes about their fine. Like a lot of them are IT, so they're just kind of nerds.
Well, I'm going on this stag deal. I'm going with a lot of people who are all in London. They're from London. They're in finance. So I've had the old thing with them before. Like, why do you want to be a PT? Like, what are you doing that for? There's no money in that, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, just go, okay, like that. And at the time, it was one of those. It was like, yeah, okay. And it's going there now is going to be interesting to see it because they're going to ask about how business is going. I'll be like, oh, I'm doing this, and this, and then I've got this, and then that, and they're going to go, oh, okay.
Didn't know you could do that for PE.
You're like, yeah, I work for myself. Yeah, I got my own business. Yeah. Yeah. You used to work in an office, do you? And you got told when to go into work. Not me, mate. No, unfortunately not. Which I'm quite looking forward to, actually. It's quite nice. What, you set an alarm in the morning? Every morning? Oh, I don't.
I do, Dan.
Yeah, I know. That serves you right, though. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
That's right. Saying that, it is 9:30 on a Monday and I'm doing a fucking podcast, so who's the idiot, really? To be fair.
Very true.
But yeah, no, but I know that they're going to be like, oh, so what do we do in the gym? I'll be like, I'm here for a stag do, lads. Are we really going to talk about my work? Like, can we not? Really?
I think it's interesting considering you just kind of palm it off and just make jokes. It's absolutely fine. Like,
I'm just going to be like, if they
don't
say,
get offended.
What should I do for that? Oh, whatever you want.
Whatever you like.
Do more biceps.
Just confused with somebody who really cares. It's great. But on a serious note, there's the people on the other side who maybe from these social circles, they may do like either classes or gym workouts, say 7 to 10 to 15 times a week, and they kind of fill their time with it. But do you think that's good, that bad, or are they looking for something? And I don't know whether it becomes their social circle and that's what they're trying to do. And it's hard to tell because I feel like it's good in a way that they've got something to go and do, and that's their hobby and that's their thing. That's what they're doing. But I guess we always look at it with like the coach's eye and be like, oh, but you're not making progress. Is this what you really want to do? Is it impacting your other, I don't know, some sort of social, any kind of those like meaningful relationships or anything like that? I think it's where you have to take a step back as a coach and be like, actually, it could be enhancing it, and that's what they're trying to do. That's where their friends hang out. That's how they hang out, which is fine.
Flip it on its head. If you had the opportunity to have easy access to play golf or go to a driving range for an hour to 45 minutes a day, twice a day with your mates, and you could do that 7 days a week.
If you put it like that,
would you do it?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, because I think I would if it was cricket or basketball or something, and it was easy for me to just get off the tube and go and do it. I would probably do it.
From maybe school scenarios, if that's replaced what that was, football or whatever. Yeah. I used to play football twice a day, right?
I think we just look at it as from a point. We look at it from the coach's point of view of like when are you recovering, how are you actually going to make progress? Because if you just do weights all that time, then there is that element to it. But there's also the element of it that I think we look at it from a point of view of we've done fitness or had fitness all our life. It's our job. We would go, who the fuck would want to do that? Yeah, well, actually, a lot of people would want to do that. We just wouldn't want to do it. It's like saying to them, would you want to go and do your job an extra 2 hours a day? No, you wouldn't. But for us, it feels sometimes like that. It feels like that. So I would flip it on its head and use that as an example. And I think, based on that, I would if I had a basketball hoop, indoor one that I could go to and I could be a member of and I could go and it was just down the street, I would be in there a lot.
It does seem, especially in I don't know, where I work, and there's definitely a taboo culture amongst trainers who like, oh, you're training too much, you shouldn't go to that class, you shouldn't do that. And I've never ever said that to one of my clients, that you're training too much, or like I don't want you to go to that class. I'll just be like, all right, but just make sure you're recovering okay and it's not affecting everything else. All right, cool. Right, I want you to go. Like, it seems like you'd like it. So why am I going to stop?
I've had to say that.
Yeah, I was like,
so like the only thing I say, the thing I said to my client, she'll know because she listens, is I don't want her to go to class if she feels like she should. That's a no-no. Like, go because you want to go and you enjoy it and it's fun. That's completely different to guilting yourself into going to a class because you feel that you should because you've eaten a cake or you've eaten something or you feel like you've not sweated enough that week or whatever. That's not a good enough reason to go. If you're going for those reasons like we said, if you're going for those reasons we just said because you're going because you enjoy it, that is completely different. And that is also a good reason for you to maybe not bust your ass on the class. Just go and enjoy it. Don't try and be the best person there. Just go and just go through the motions. Like, enjoy it.
Sounds like every training session I've ever done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I aspire to. Emotions. But yeah, it's that whole thing of I think you have to just be careful and notice that language in people, in your certainly your friends. If you have friends who are into fitness and stuff, and they do the whole, I should go. Well, unless they're training for something in particular, they probably don't need to. Especially if they're training twice a day. There's no should need to. Like, there's no should. It's like, well, hang on a minute. If you do 10 training sessions a week, you don't need to go many more than that. Like, you'll be fine. Yeah. So, yeah, there's just that whole thing, I think, around it that I think with fitness that it can become a bit toxic if it's I should go or I need to go or I don't know. I just don't like that sort of language. No, that's not true, actually. That's a lie, because I've said it before, I should go. But that's because I've only been, like, once in the week. not because...
Like, where's that gym place again?
Yeah, what is that gym I pay for all the time? You probably should go if you've only been once in a week and it's a Thursday. And you probably should go then. But I'm more talking about from a point of view of you train excessively, you do a lot, and then you train already once that day and you go, I should go again. No, you're probably right. I just made up my own rules there with that.
No, it's interesting, but if it gets to the case where you're isolating yourselves from maybe different parts of your life that you enjoy, then that's when you're like, starting saying no to a lot of things just because of this. Maybe you need to go and do that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a bit of a hot topic, mate. So we've got a few lists that we have to go through that we've been tagged in. All right, let's get them up, eh? What we got? So we've got, is it Britain's most loved food? We were actually tagged in this a couple of weeks ago, weren't we?
Lad Bible did this one,
It was Lad Bible. So are we going to just cycle through this and go...
To be fair, I don't have a huge amount of problem with this one, because I think the Lad Bible kind of actually
general consensus,
asked people, and they've got, like, whereas Muscle Food just do it for the clickbait. They do it to get comments. That's
probably rip into them, it'd be fine. But the Lad Bible one, you're talking about, so we'll rifle through them and just go, agree, disagree. Yorkshire puddings, agree.
This is the God tier, yeah?
Yeah, this is God tier. Yorkshire puddings, Sunday roast, bland. Fish and chips, yes. Crumpet.
No.
What?
Fish and chips is too boring, mate. Not God tier. It's good.
Boring.
It's not
You're
God
boring.
tier.
You're boring, mate. Jesus
Mate,
Christ.
Cornish pasties mid tier. You joking me? Cornish pasties ahead of fish and chip every day of the week.
Definitely not. Crumpets.
Crumpets are not God tier. They're good, but they're not God tier. Like, hang on a minute.
What would you have on a crumpet? One topping.
Marmite.
Yeah, there we go. Good lad.
Butter and Marmite.
Butter and Marmite, that's the one. Full English breakfast?
Correct, that's up there.
Correct. Yeah. Whoa. Well, we'll get onto this in a second, because this is ridiculous how they can put these two things so far apart and they consist in unison. Bacon sandwich, yeah.
Same thing. Full
Same
English,
thing.
bacon sandwich.
Really. So bangs and mash in top tier, not the God tier. Bangs and mash.
Yeah, it's good.
Cottage pie and shepherd's pie, same thing.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Pretty much. Is it just beef and...
Why is pie and mash in mid-tier and not top tier then? Bangers and mash.
Bangs and mash, pie and mash.
Pie.
Very weird, isn't it? You got toad in the hole. That's just a Yorkshire pudding with...
Sausages in. How's that not in God tier then? That's a better Yorkshire pudding.
Cauliflower cheese.
No way.
Tier. No way, that's awful. Cornish pasty, I agree, should be... I'll go top tier, mate.
God tier.
Pie and mash. Chicken tikka masala, average.
Bang average. Yeah.
Ploughman's lunch. No
Bang
way.
average.
Bang average. Welsh rarebit.
No, not a fan.
I mean, it's just cheese and toast. Get over yourself. Alright, bubble and squeak.
Low tier, bubble and squeak.
Low.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. Beef Wellington, great. That should be up there.
Yeah, it's good, but yeah.
Scotch egg. Runny, dippy Scotch egg is incredible.
Should be good, yeah. Should be up there.
Lancashire hot pot.
It's not that great.
It's not great, is it? Pork pie.
Pork pie? How's that not in God tier?
That is God tier all day. A large, thick...
pork pie.
Milton Mowbray. Oh, you can't
I'm sorry,
get better, can you?
pork pies invented the god tier.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Steak and kidney pie.
Yeah, not a fan of
That's
kidneys, to be fair. Steak
Yeah,
pie.
steak pie would be fine. Why is steak and kidney pie is low tier, crap tier, steak and kidney pudding?
Exactly the same.
All right, this is the one that I have an issue with massively. Is black pudding in crap
god
tier? It's god tier all day, and also has to be in an English breakfast.
What about, by the way, having the Scotch egg with black pudding around it?
That's what in sourced. In sourced, I sit there nearly every day and do my admin, and that is in there. And they always have runny eggs as well. It's incredible.
God tier, that one.
God tier. Like, yeah, if you're ever in London on what street is it? Wigmore Street.
I need to come. I need to come to London again. Really, I need to do this.
Wigmore Street. There's a place called Sourced Market, and it's got good coffee, and it has black pudding Scotch eggs. To die for. Yeah, kippers, crap tier, brilliant.
Yeah.
Liver and onion. What is that?
Awful.
Haggis.
Awful.
Haggis is
Awful.
actually great.
Wouldn't have it.
You would.
You can have black pudding. Why have haggis? Pointless.
Faggots?
Yeah, they're awful.
They're awful, aren't they? Lava bread? I don't know what
Never
that is. Jellied eels. Disgusting.
Definitely
All right, moving on to the sweet. This is on the same thing. So I think this is all pastry based, isn't it? Pretty much.
Cake, yeah.
Cakey pastries. Yeah. So you got like god tier. Is how do you say this?
How do you say stones, Tom?
I say it stones.
You say stones. Yeah. Yeah.
I say scone, and Dan says scone. Clearly.
Okay. What I say? What? Repeat after. Right. Fill in the blank. Ice cream cone. Yeah.
Cone. Yeah.
How would you say ice cream cone?
Ice cream cone.
Now say ice cream scone.
Ice cream scone.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
Victoria sponge.
Awful. That's not
boring.
God tier.
So boring.
Victoria sponge is not God tier.
It's such a boring cake.
Not if sticky toffee pudding is top tier.
You got
Ridiculous.
hot cross buns, sticky toffee pudding, baked or tart, and eaten mess below
Hot
it.
cross buns are punching at top tier, by the way.
They're good though.
Thrown out there.
You have to
Only if they're from M&S and the ones with chocolate chips in and orange.
and you have to toast them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to get that smell or that aroma that kind of fills your house when you're on it. Sticky toffee pudding, amazing. Baked or tart, meh.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Eat mess up there as well.
Glacé cherry on a bakewell is disgusting.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with the cherry, mate. But
Just
the
the
baked
cherry.
one's hot.
Cherry is one of the worst things in the world. I like cherries. Glacé cherries are filth. Eaten mess, incredible. When we got mid tier, they basically couldn't decide and just shoved everything in mid tier.
Yeah, but hang on, there's some good ones in here. So trifle, no,
that's boring.
Mince pie,
mince
bad.
pie, disgusting.
Jam roly poly, bad.
Madeira cake, bad. Knickerbocker glory, which is ice cream and
Yeah,
like some stuff.
ice cream Sunday, really.
Treacle tart,
Treacle tart should be up there.
nah, that's where it should be. Bread and butter pudding,
Should be up higher.
it should be higher. Yeah.
Banoffee pie depends on the banoffee pie. Some of them.
Did
are real
you
good.
ever have the bread pudding at Ginger Pig?
I did not.
You did not, mate. Missing out. Banoffee pie, nah. Don't like bananas. Battenberg cake, awful.
Low tier, yeah, awful. These are all belong.
bad.
These are all where they belong.
Spotted dick. I mean, yeah, brilliant. Christmas pudding, ugh.
Yeah.
Eccles cake, ugh. Welsh cakes, ugh. Deep fried Mars bar, incredible.
Deep fried Mars bars in the crap tier on its own, and I have to say, I bet
I've-
they're good. I've never had one.
I've had one, and they're good.
Yeah, they're definitely.
They are definitely good. All right, that was a Lad Bible one. Go look it up if you really want to. But then we got tagged in this one today, right? Muscle food. Do you want to go through it then?
Yeah, Nikki, my client's tagged us in this one, and I think they've just taken all the things off that one,
To be
the
honest,
Lad Bible
yeah.
one, and they've tried to replicate it, and they do this. Muscle Food do it just to get comments, 100%. And I tell you how I know this, right? I tell you how I know this because low tier. This is the low tier, right? Scone, ridiculous.
It's gone.
Right.
Good.
Ridiculous. Carrot cake.
Carrot
The best
cake is
The best cake.
best cake.
The
Right.
best cake you can get ever
Yeah.
in the world. Carrot cake, low tier. That's how I know that it's all just done for the comments. Because then in the top tier, birthday cake, That's pretty generic, isn't it? Birthday cake.
Yeah.
What if your birthday
It's
cake was
just
carrot cake?
Carrot cake, birthday cake.
Ridiculous. And then they've got rainbow cake. Ridiculous. Rainbow cake is plain sponge with colouring in it. Ridiculous.
But it is
Cheesecake.
children like me. So.
They've got cheesecake though. That is good. God tier, yes.
What kind of cheesecake? Branch out.
Yeah, true. But I mean, Biscoff. It's got to be.
Biscoff cheesecake.
Top.
I do like a classic like New York.
Yeah, New York's good. So then they've got top tier then. Banoffee. Nah.
Nah.
Knickerbocker's Glory. Nah.
Nah.
Madeira cake. Definitely not there. Eating Mess should be there.
Yes.
And then Viennese Whirls.
Viennese Whirls?
Viennese Whirls are good, but they're not like top
What
tier.
is that? Bad.
It's like a biscuit, aren't they?
Oh,
The biscuit,
this one.
cream and
Mid-tier.
jam in.
Go through mid-tier.
And then mid tier, they've got Battenberg, awful. Bakewell tart, good. Eccles cake, awful. Bread and butter pudding, good. Gatto. Again, generic gatto.
Like,
It's just generic though, isn't it?
did you ever, as a child, buy a gâteau from Iceland?
Yes.
Yes. They were like £1, and you were like,
But they do it for the comments. I can't partake in it anymore. Like they annoy me muscle food now because they do it. That's the only reason they do it. It's the only reason, like because they're idiots, quite clearly.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to pick 3 from there, what are you going top 3, Daniel?
Carrot cake 1, scone 2, cheesecake 2, scone 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go carrot cake 1, cheesecake 2, and
Maybe
then
eat mess 3, maybe.
And then I think I'll go and eat a mess, a good eating mess with like the right amount of like mixture, because it can be too creamy, and you need. What's the stuff you got in it? Why have I just drawn a blank?
Meringue.
Meringue, thank you. You need a good amount of meringue, but it needs to be a little bit crunchy meringue with a little bit of gooiness to it. Just perfect. Basically, the Goldilocks theory. It needs to be there. And also, we might as well just say this to everybody to piss them off. What is the correct order of putting jam and cream on a scone?
God. It's not even.
It's not even a question, is it?
Right.
So
Cream first.
Cream first.
Then jam.
Yeah, because everybody
Just like you would put butter.
Butter, and then you jam or whatever filling. Because that's exactly the same thing. Right, end of discussion.
Like even if you make a sandwich, you don't put like ham on, and then put like
butter the ham.
Butter on top. Yeah, ridiculous.
It's mental.
Stupid.
Which one's Devon and which one's Cornwall? One of those counties is ridiculous.
One of them's wrong. Yeah. I think the Devon way is the jam first. No, I don't know. I don't care who I offend.
Offend both. I feel like it's got to be Cornwall. It's got it wrong because it's just so far away. That far, but yeah, we're fine. That's how they eat them in the rest of the world, surely.
So that was a really informative podcast, wasn't it?
I don't know. We did a good 25 minutes of actually informity.
Informity. Have we made up a word there? Yeah,
apparently I've been doing that a lot lately, so we're alright.
Yeah, we'll just make up words.
Informity.
Informative.
Absolutely fine. All right. Is there any other business, Dan?
There's not from myself.
Not from myself either. We're all good. Yeah, there's nothing been going on. I don't think I've got any more. I'm not on any courses soon. I did FMS 2. I taught some FMS bridging, which is fun. Was good fun. Yeah.
Riveting.
How to actually apply the FMS into real life. Oh yeah, Dan. Riveting. You wish you were there. I was also
surely you shouldn't need to because it's the functional movement screen, so you shouldn't need to apply it to real life.
Dysfunctional movement screens, mate.
I saw that the other day as well. Functional. Someone tagged me in something that was about functional movement, and I was just like, ridiculous. It was
open indoors.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. All right.
Oh, that was it. Someone tagged me in a video on Facebook, and it was a guy at the gym, and he had a dumbbell, and he was doing this, and he was doing like a beer can. He was opening it and then drinking it, opening it and drinking it, and I was like, that's like truly functional exercise.
Truly functional exercise. Yeah, bicep curl, absolutely fine.
Easy as that, isn't it?
All right, mate. We will let everybody go, and thank you for listening. We will catch you next week.
Catch you later.